Another day, another story. London Mayor Randall Weddell says 5 people were shot and are all in stable condition. I-75 has reopened in Laurel County after a report of an active shooter situation. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says law enforcement is looking for Joseph A. Couch, 32. He is a person of interest in the shooting. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. The Sheriff's Office says he is considered armed and dangerous. According to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, numerous people have been shot near I-75 at exit 49. I-75 at exit 49 and US 25 in Laurel County are both currently closed. A spokesperson for the University of Kentucky Medical Center in Lexington told CBS News that it had received at least 2 patients from the incident so far, but there was no word on their conditions. Lexington is located about 90 miles north of London. Brodhead Fire Department posted on Facebook that they are currently diverting all I-75 northbound traffic to exit 41. They are diverting all I-75 southbound traffic to exit 59. No traffic is currently being allowed on I-75 northbound or southbound between exit 59 and 49. A gunman opened fire on multiple vehicles along Interstate 75 in Laurel County, Kentucky, prompting a major law enforcement response. Authorities have identified Joseph Couch as a suspect and warned that he remains armed and dangerous. 4 to 6 victims were reported, though further details are pending. The interstate was shut down for several hours during the investigation. The Sheriff's Office also announced that a person of interest has been identified in connection with the shooting, saying the man should be considered armed and dangerous and people should not approach him. His name was given as Joseph A. Couch, and the Sheriff's Office described him as 32 years old and white. Anyone with information about his location was urged to call the County 911 Center. The suspect, Joseph Couch, opened fire on vehicles traveling the interstate on September 7, 2024. As the highway was shut down, a massive manhunt involving state and federal authorities was launched to find Couch, who remains at large and is considered armed and dangerous. Investigators continue to gather information on the victim's conditions and Couch's potential whereabouts. A manhunt is underway for a suspect after 5 people were injured in a shooting Saturday near an interstate in a rural area of Laurel County, Kentucky, located south of Lexington, according to the Sheriff's Office. All 5 victims are in stable condition, and authorities are searching for one shooter, Laurel County Sheriff's Office Public Affairs Deputy Gilbert Acciado told CNN. The active shooter situation occurred near Interstate 75, about 9 miles north of the City of London, where numerous persons have been shot, said the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. The London Police Department has identified 32-year-old Joseph A. Couch as a person of interest who is considered armed and dangerous. He is described as a white man, roughly 5 foot, 10 inches, weighing about 154 pounds, police said. London, Kentucky, is located around 80 miles south of Lexington. The police department is urging people to contact their 911 call center with any information regarding the whereabouts or location on this individual. Kentucky State Police Trooper Scotty Pennington said via social media the suspect has not been caught at this time. We are urging people to stay inside. Law enforcement will provide as much information as it becomes available, he added. The interstate was reopened on Saturday evening after it was closed for roughly 3 hours from exit 41 to exit 59, both northbound and southbound lanes, due to the active shooting, according to the Mount Vernon Fire Department. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives in Louisville said in a statement its officers were responding and assisting the Kentucky State Police and local authorities with a critical incident near Interstate 75. London Mayor Randall Weddell said authorities were searching for the suspect or suspects in rugged terrain and a lot of tree lines, which may hamper their efforts, according to his video posted to Facebook around 8 p.m. local time. Weddell urged everyone within city limits to be vigilant and aware of their surroundings. If you're home, keep your doors locked. I'm not asking everybody to panic. There is no immediate danger here in the city, but again, while these guys or this person is on the loose, we are asking everybody to be safe, he said. The spasm of gun violence erupted just days after a mass shooting left 4 people dead and 9 others hospitalized at a high school in Winder, Georgia, and less than a week after a half-dozen people driving on an interstate in the Seattle area were injured by a spree shooter. Governor Andy Beshear said in an earlier statement on X, Kentucky, "We are aware of a shooting on I-75 in Laurel County. Law enforcement has shut the interstate down in both directions at exit 49. Please avoid the area. We will provide more details once they are available." One woman who was driving on Interstate 75 with a friend from Rochester, New York, to Knoxville, Tennessee, gave harrowing details about the shooting in an interview with CNN. When they reached London, Christina Di Noto said she and her friend heard a loud noise. "We were just driving along, and all of a sudden, it was like a rock went through my back window, and it hurt my ear," Di Noto said. "And we looked at each other and we were like, was that a gunshot? And then we're like, no, that wasn't a gunshot." Di Noto said she noticed a truck driving next to her car slowed down and pulled off to the shoulder of the interstate, so she initially thought they had a tire blowout. She said they saw several police cars drive by at a high speed and so many tires on the side of the interstate. It wasn't until roughly an hour and a half later Di Noto and her friend learned about the shooting. When they arrived at a friend's house, they noticed what appeared to be paint scrapes on the back of her car. "My hands are still shaking," said Di Noto, who added she feels incredibly lucky. Trooper Scotty Pennington, a Kentucky State Police spokesperson, urged residents in the area to stay inside. Agents with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms were responding to assist state and local police with a critical incident near I-75, the agency said. No further details were immediately provided. The exact number of victims was still unclear. Kentucky, "We are aware of a shooting on I-75 in Laurel County," Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear wrote in a social media post. Law enforcement has shut the interstate down in both directions at exit 49. Please avoid the area. We will provide more details once they are available. While the situation at I-75 and US 25 is ongoing, we ask community members to avoid the area and request those who live in the vicinity remain in their homes as local law enforcement and the Kentucky State Police work. Weddell asked the public to avoid the area or choose an alternative route, also advising against taking US Route 25 in both directions between London and Livingston. "I am receiving initial reports from the Kentucky State Police and our Office of Homeland Security. Together we are actively monitoring the situation and offering support in any way possible," Governor Andy Beshear said in a post on the social platform X. "Please pray for everyone involved. We will provide more details once they are available," Beshear said. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.